And Shebahn Aherne is with us. Hey, Shebahn.
Very good morning to you guys. Yes, a lot of Green Party loving on the back pages of the papers today, of course, for Plymouth Argyle. Just the headlines for you very quickly. The Sun going for bleeping with an F. Amazing cup win, of course, after that post-match interview from Nicola Katic, which, you know, gave us all a tickle for a minute. Back page of the Times. I didn't pick wrong team, says Arne Slot, defending his decision to leave Salah and Van Dijk out of the squad. Looking at the Daily Mail, they're saying Green Party, Magic Plymouth stun Reds in a cup shock for the ages. And the Telegraph pull-out page, Green Army 1, Mighty Reds 0. Some brilliant pictures there, and that's why we love the FA Cup unless you're a Liverpool fan. Going inside the goals pull out for the Sun today, I actually quite found this piece refreshing from Charlie Wyatt. Time will tell, Ange. Boss deserves some sympathy. Now, he's saying Matthias Tell delivered a quality finish to complete the most deceiving FA Cup scoreline of the weekend. Kinski, of course, had a howler to mean that Villa went ahead early on. But during the game, Tottenham fans sang for Levy out on 9 occasions, which tells you that he's public enemy number one, not Ange. I've got some really good stats about Ange and Spurs at the minute. Do you care to hear them, Gabs?
Let's do it.
You Ange? Right, okay.
No, let's do it.
They've played 20 times from the 1st of December.
Yes.
So they've had a full half a season since the 1st of December. The last time they had a free week was Sunday the 10th of November when they lost to Ipswich. In that time, they got to the knockout of the Europa League and then got into the Carabao Cup semi-final. They've now got 2 free weeks in a row, United and Ipswich next. So do you not think, considering they're not completely minging all the time, it's inconsistently good and bad, that they should stick with him to see if he can get those players back and see if he can make it work?
I think like Jeff said earlier as well, do you know, you've got to feel a bit of sympathy for him because of the injuries. You know, you talk about your 2 centre-halves, Romero van der Ven, your goalkeeper, you know, Solanke's out now, Maddison's out, Johnson's out. The injuries they've had, of course. But the problem that Spurs fans maybe have got is that when them players were available, they were still losing games. The Brighton game, 2-0 up, half-time, and you throw it away. So that's the frustrating thing, I'd say, for Spurs fans. But that's why he's still in a job, I think, because of the injuries. You know what I mean? I'm sure Daniel Levy's not silly. If he had a full squad of players and they are where they are in the league now, he wouldn't be there. Yeah. So hopefully they can keep him, let him get his players back. But doing the show yesterday evening, Spurs fans, they're Ange out. 99% of them.
Yeah. Do you agree with that, Jay?
Yeah, look, I've got some sympathy for him, but, you know, if you're a club the size of Tottenham, you know, like Villa, you're going to be playing that many games. It's as simple as that. And I look at the 14th in the Premier League. That's just completely unacceptable for Tottenham. And if you look at the sides around them, you know, the side directly above them are Manchester United. What happened there? They changed the manager. Side directly below them, West Ham, changed the manager. Side below them, who could go above Tottenham if they were to get a result against Liverpool or Everton. What happened there? Changed the manager. Look, it's not a cure-all by any means. And we all know Tottenham have been through so many different managers. But you do have to question how he sets his teams up, don't you?
100%. And I'm looking at the game yesterday, and I'm trying to figure out what strategy Spurs are playing, what tactics. They're not high press, they're not sitting back. It's in between. And Aston Villa just having some joy. Second half, Shebahn, like Asensio come on. It was like a friendly. The way Aston Villa were popping it, past the move, having fun. We could have scored about 4 or 5 goals second half. Ramsey, how he didn't walk away with a hat-trick, I will never know. The amount of chances he was getting through with ease. That comes down to the manager as well and his tactics. So he's got to do better. He'll know that. But hopefully, we don't like managers getting sacked, do we? You can get players back. Because I'm sure I heard a lot of these players coming back at the same time, aren't they?
I think it is round about now they're expected to come back. And Jeff, they've got 2 free weekends now. That's crucial to have that time on the pitch with these players returning. They could go all out for the Europa League and hopefully find their way back up.
That'll be the Spurs thing, wouldn't it? They'll probably go win the Europa League now. Because the teams in the Europa League, they're not great. If you're Manchester United and you're Spurs, you look at it.
I tell you, well, they'll play Galatasaray or Real Sociedad in all likelihood. And neither of those two sides are going to be quaking in their boots about playing Tottenham. That's for sure.
That's it. Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thanks very much
you,
indeed, Shebahn. Text morning, Jeff, disappointed with the Liverpool result, but with 5 Premier League games in 15 days, I think Slot was right to rest our first team. It also shows the owners have to back him in the summer and sort out the contract situation with Salah, Virgil and Trent. Thanks, Shebahn. And that was a look at today's back pages with Tesco Mobile for Business.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.